What's up, family? Everything is beautiful. Get live in it. Should be back up and running, giving thanks on this beautiful day. Just giving thanks. Everybody, another thankful day for giving thanks. Um, I have to make a disclaimer here because I do not own the copyright to this video. This video is for informational purposes only. I'm not spreading hate or anger or malice or anything against any nationality or any culture. I'm not here to do that. I'm just here to wake the people up. So we have to make this disclaimer. I'm here to make all nationalities, all cultures up to what's going on in the world. There's a lot of stuff going on in the world that they're not talking about. There's a lot of water, there's a lot of lakes drying up. There's a lot of food shortages going on all over the world. There are people in Spain now that they're rationing water because they say that their water consumption is down to 32%. It's happening all over the world. So let's you two understand that I'm not here to spread no anger or no jealousy or no hate against nobody. I'm just here to wake everyone up because it's coming to that there as we speak. No, like I said before again, if it's about my people, no, we all have to come together because we live on one planet. And if we don't come together, it's going to be distraction. We're going to survive. There's no two ways about that. But for you guys that want to live and harbor and take everything and think it's going to be yours for last for a long time, it's not going to work. You see, the so-called volcano in Hawaii is now being active again. You see, the Mississippi River is drying up. The river in Africa, forget what the name is, it's also dried up. All the lakes in China is drying up. That means there's no food for no person on the planet. Not for just blacks alone, for everybody. So if we don't come together as one and try to solve this problem and saying there's not, and you saying that there's not a global warming, we all will not survive. So folks, here is some clips I'm going to post here. I do not own the copyright to the videos. It's for informational purpose only. Take a note, protect your family yourself, stock up on your food stuff because it's going to come to that. All right, folks, here's a clip of this lady speaking.
Your success is based on
the
destruction of your own people.
This is what's going to happen.
Making videos and clippings about that.
Scientific community been doing all these years. It has been diverting people's attention from the real causes of climate change by offering them false theories. One group of scientists was on the side of the theory of anthropogenic CO2. In contrast, another group claimed that the climate was changing at all. Nevertheless, today, it is already evident to everyone that the climate is changing more and more. Therefore, many people trying to comfort themselves are deluded by false theories. But this year has shown itself in full force, and everyone is already worried.
Everyone is worried, except for the black community. To be honest with you, get mad at me all you want. The worst thing that you could do, you might as well go out and just go all out and get yourself killed before they die. Before you watch them die, go all out and get yourself killed. The worst thing that you can do as a so-called black man, when your first responsibility outside of making sure that you are intellectually and physically strong is to make sure that your children is safe. And and if you wasn't prepared for what's getting ready to come here, right, it's already here, to be honest with you. So a lot of you behind the 8 ball. You see, if you're not mentally prepared, why do you think if you ever look at the food market, right? This was funny today because I went out there, I couldn't believe this shit. When you ever look over the last several months or 2-3 months, right? You see shelves was empty, shit was, coming to like, like everything wasn't in the market. Then as soon as Thanksgiving got around, you see the shit just filled.
I do not own the copyright to the video. The video is for informational purposes only.
Filled up a little bit. You know why? Because this is what they wanted you to have to do. Fatten your ass the fuck up. Let you feel comfortable. Let the calm come before the real storm get here. You ever know? Nobody noticed that? Did anybody notice that? Over the last several months, a couple of months, you understand? You going to the market, it's food shortage this, it's food shortage that. This here, you ain't got this, you ain't got this, you ain't got that. You go into the market, you was in the market over the last week or two, you be like, God damn, Oh, they filled everything back up, huh? Where did all this shit come from? Yeah, fatten your ass back up. That's exactly what they did. You didn't notice that. But don't that's sitting there laying up underneath a woman that you got children by. You see what I'm saying to you? Matter of fact, even laying up with a woman, period, and that you got children, that you ain't even ready for what's getting ready to come. And you're gonna watch your babies die. That's what you're gonna do. Chasing the American dream.
What populists, scientists have predicted to happen 100 years from now is happening today. The world we are used to no longer exists. And now we must make a mature decision about how to protect ourselves from the climate Cerberus. Let's walk through this in order. We have only 5 to 6 relatively stable years. During this,
You hear that? You got 5 to 6 stable years. So whether you get blocked, you get delete or not, it's going to go down. So if we don't come together as one and work together as one, you have at least 5 to 6 years stable.
time, we must find a way to counteract the
5 to 6 years. Next, let me move on down.
Earthquakes. This progression has a mathematical pattern, so having calculated it together with the best scientists, geologists, and analysts, we have modeled the progression in which earthquakes will accelerate in the future. And what we discovered was utterly terrifying. Why? Take a look for yourself. As you can see, the rate of increase in seismic activity is shocking. At each successive stage, the number of earthquakes increases 3 times as much. This will happen, the magnitude of them will increase more. And by 2028, there will be 1,000 destructive earthquakes a day on Earth. Whereas in 2036, there will be over 1 million earthquakes a year. Just think about it, more than 1 million earthquakes a year. What is this, if not our end? Already in 2028, life will be almost unbearable. That's literally in 6 years. Just
in 2028, she's stating that life will be pretty much unbearable. Now, I want to say this to you, right? So we can be on 2028. She's stating that life will be pretty much unbearable. Now, I want to say this to you, right? So we can be on the same page. Let me rewind this. This is going to increase exponentially. This is just a projection. So they're saying in 6 years. I'm giving it 2.5 to 3. That's where I'm giving it, 2.5 to 3.
And I keep hearing that also. A couple of people said before between 2028, it can be really, 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 really bad. So, folks, all I can tell you is prepare yourself, stock up, get your seeds, plant your own food. Just prepare for the worst. Just prepare for the worst. Here we go.
Because the sun, after this winter solstice, rising, oh my. Whoa, after this winter solstice, rising. They telling you in 6 years it will be unbearable for you to live on this planet. By the year 2036, it will be the end of all human life. Now, these are top minds, scientists, geologists. And you think I'm gonna sit here and listen to somebody that sit there that watch cartoons all day, that sit there and watch the stock market all day? They're watching the changings that's happening on the earth on a global scale.
True that.
You watching the latest news. You watching your news. You watching football. You watching basketball.
Distraction.
You watching the stock market.
All right, folks. Picture. I don't want to do the whole thing. You get the picture, folks. So you know what's going on. All right, folks. One day, and I love you guys. Peace out, one love.